Growing up around a bunch of positive thinkers, I don't really think that they realized that their thinking was probably out of their control, and that when they would tell people to be more positive, they were telling people to do what came natural for them. I'm not very convinced that even they know that they can't control their thinking. And I'm going to tell you my theory on that, and I'm going to tell you why I think that is. Everyone is affected by the disasters and tragedies and sadness around us, as well as happiness. For instance, we're affected when people die, and we're crushed by it. No matter how positive we would like to think we can be, the negativity and the depression gets to us. When we feel positivity, I don't really believe that this is a choice either. In fact, when you look around, there's an old saying, you can't choose who you fall in love with, or you don't choose who you fall in love with. And to a very large extent, I believe that to be true. My mother has always been a very positive, very sanguine type of person. She's always looked at the glass half full, and she's always been a go-getter. My dad, on the other hand, has been the exact opposite. While being a go-getter and being very determined, he's also very negative and very pessimistic. I would consider him to be a little bit more realistic in a lot of ways, because he is able to understand the concept of danger, and that sometimes, and even many times, things do not go the way that we want them to go. Me, I would say I'm also on the dark side in a lot of ways. I don't think very positively. I would consider myself even a nihilist and a negative person. I try to look at the bright side, and I'm also very determined, like my mother and my father. But, like my father, I'm very, I guess you can say, negative. Yeah. If we're going to die in 5 minutes, or you're dying of cancer, I'm going to just tell you, plain and simple as is, it's not looking very good for you, and I'm sorry. So, getting back to that, I think that it is a very harsh thing for positive thinkers and light seekers, enlightened people, etc., 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 to tell people that they need to just change their thinking and that things are going so bad for them because they are manifesting negative thoughts and energy. Because even if that is completely true, and it may be, because I don't negate anything that I don't know, that could very well be 110% the truth. I also believe that what is also 110% the truth is that a lot of these people with these negative worldviews are unable to break free from them. They're unable to change them to a large degree. Because I believe that inherently, ultimately, we are what we are. Can we modify some of our behavioral characteristics? Society and sociology has taught us, yes, we can. But ultimately, can we change who we are? Well, the truth is that's very rare. It is a very rare thing that you see somebody go from being a very positive, bright side of life, half full glass type of person, become somebody who is a negative, Nancy, empty glass type of person. So when we're coming down on these people, and this really even applies to the negative thinkers, when we're coming down on these people for not being able to be positive and manifest positive energy, are we condemning them for something that is completely out of their control? And honestly, to be fair, the same would apply to us realistic thinkers who happen to come down on the people who we think are positive, and so positive that they're stupid or unrealistic. Are they even able to control that? I know a girl right now, and it seems like no matter what happens, she has a very sunny demeanor. I am truly convinced that this behavior is out of her control completely. And I'm not condemning her for it or saying that she's doing anything wrong, as much as I'm saying that I don't think that there's anything that she can do about it. The reason that I'm making this video and the reason that I wanted to talk about this is because I often get hurt very bad by my positive thinkers who seem to have it very good in life and seem to move forward. And to their credit, things do seem to go their way. It really hurts when they turn around and tell me things like, oh, well, see, you're being negative, or you're being this, or you're being that, because I truly am convinced that I don't have any control over it and that a lot of people like me don't either. The reason for that being is that I have tried many times and on many occasions to try to modify this type of behavior. Unfortunately, I'm just not able to, no matter what happens. But on the same token, it seems like no matter what happens bad to them, they can't change the way that they think either. I think that we have to learn to be more accepting towards people and less condemning. And I think that when people don't see our worldview, I think instead of become upset with them, treating it as if it was some kind of a choice, I think we need to gently and lovingly guide them and show them the way. So if somebody needs to be more realistic or even maybe darker or negative, maybe we can help them to be a little more sobering, and maybe positive thinkers can maybe help us to take steps on how to be more positive. But that was something that I wanted to get off my chest. I say that because of a meme that I actually posted on Facebook recently, which is kind of related, but it's kind of not. It shows somebody starving to death, and the meme said that it's basic, it's easy to believe in God, it's easy to be positive when you don't have it like this person. And that's kind of what made me think about making this video, because this has been something that's been on my mind for years. And to be fair to the picture, that's not to say that a lot of those people that are in those circumstances still don't have a sunny side view of life, because many of them do. On the same token, and like I said earlier, there's a lot of people who, even when things are good, no matter how good things are, seem to just have a very negative position. Me, myself, I try my best to be positive and move forward, but I find that it's more of a challenge for me, maybe because of my biology and because of my darker characteristics, to be as positive and as forward, and even I would say happy-go-lucky and carefree as my happy-go-lucky, carefree friends and family. But that was a thought that I had that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope everyone's having a good night. It's beautiful out here. I love to be outside on nights like this. It's very pretty.